About a year ago, Cablevision 12 went to radio station WAPE to do an in-depth interview with the Greaseman. Since then, many changes have occurred at WAPE and in the life of the Greaseman, so we decided to go back and speak with him again. Cablevision 12 producer Dave Gold interviewed the controversial disc jockey at the Grease Palace.
The new sound of the Greaseman? He says it's the same old shrieking, but WAPE's format has changed since we talked to the old duffer a year ago, so we thought we'd take another look and listen. And we got his permission this time to take you inside the Grease Palace. And so, behind his bar,
hey, buddy.
it's the Greaseman.
Can I make you a drink, Dave? Welcome to the Grease Palace.
What do you got?
I got everything, whatever you want.
Bourbon and water?
Bourbon and water coming up.
Sounds great. Greasy, it has been a year of changes for you, perhaps more for the ape.
Yeah.
The station was sold. There's a new format now, mostly, well, not mostly, completely country music format on the station. How's that affecting your act?
Well, there have been some subtle changes. I try to do my show so that it blends with the music, and naturally the music is a little different, so I blend a little differently. But basically, it's shrieking as usual. I try to be just as outrageous and as unusual as possible, and I don't think it's affected it all that much. Not what I would call noticeably. I don't think my loyal fans have switched away. The first day they suffered a little disorientation, shall we? But now I think they're back and hungrily awaiting their daily dose of perversion.
There's a pretty big difference in the kind of music the station's playing now.
That's true.
Do you think that many of the people who were listening to you before will, say, put up with music they perhaps wouldn't listen to otherwise?
I think so. I think, yeah, could you hand the water in from off stage, please? I think that initially, the first couple of days, we heard a little whimpering. You know, some of the die-hard rock and rollers said, "Oh God, no, 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 no." There you are.
Thank you, my friend.
But I'm getting calls now where people are saying, you know, it's not bad. We listen to the country music, we've given it a chance, and frankly, as far as the content of the music goes, the country is even more racy and perverted than the rock is. They're always singing about other people's wives and drinking and drugs and how about the gaga.
Well, I always thought of country music as appealing to middle America.
These days, it's the thing. I mean, middle America's always liked country music. Redneck America's always liked it. But now, you know, today's disco America has gone country. I mean, the people that were once wearing numerous dangling medallions and exposing copious amounts of chest hair are now urban cowboying their way, you know, riding the bull at Papa's Lounge. And I think America has gone country to a degree. And even those people that aren't thrilled with it will still tune in for the most part to the shrieking. And if you've abandoned me because I play a few country records, good, take a hike. If that's all we had, if it was just music is what we had, and now you don't think I'm good for anything, take a hike, yeah, with my blessing.
Okay, we hear rumors that the news station management have told you, in effect, to tone down your act. No ethnic jokes.
No, that's blatant rumor. They told me when they first came in, they said, you know, they want you to be outrageous. Ideally, we are getting a sampling of a new audience. I think I'm picking up more people. I'm keeping basically the people I had, and I'm adding new people that just couldn't stomach the rock. You know, people that never listen to me are now tuning in and sampling. So consequently, my show's still basically the same, maybe some of the more explicit, brutally deviant humor. I don't know, I'm still basically there. I don't know, I'm just such a sick person to begin with that I don't think I could really ever.
So you think At the Disco translates pretty well into At the Rodeo?
It does, for the, for the most part, yeah. I don't really feel there have been that many major changes. I think if you tune in for 4 hours, you're going to get 4 hours of shrieking. It'll be a little different shrieking maybe, but it's still basically shrieking. So.
All right, well, on another subject, a year ago we asked you if you'd ever give up radio, or perhaps not even give up radio, but maybe put it aside a little bit to try some TV.
Well, let me ask you something. You've been doing radio for a while now. Have you ever considered going into TV?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I've thought about it.
You're doing pretty well today. You can see yourself on the monitor.
Playing the platters and having the privacy to shriek. You know, you go on TV, you give up a lot. See that? When after this interview is over with, I can take off this madness and walk down the street, and they'll come to you and say, "Hey, what was he like?" You see, you'll bear the brunt of the borhaggery, where I'll just go spend the 600 G's in quiet.
We hear, again, rumors that the Greaseman is coming to the small screen.
Well, GREASEMAN Enterprises is indeed syndicating a TV show, which will be available for purchase not only locally, but on a nationwide level before too long.
What kind of show?
It'd be the Greaseman Variety Hour. Lots of fun, lots of wacky shrieking. The Greaseman live and erect, with a special cast of characters, of wacky, zany people that will be involved in this thing. It'll be a show of skits, of bits. It'll be a visual extension of what I do on the radio. With some of my close friends and some of the wacky people that call in on the radio, you'll get to see them.
Can you give us an idea of some of the characters? You said a vivid cast.
Well, we'll probably have memories from the past. Alan Moore, who you may remember from Shrieking of Days of Old. Carol Hesse, Robbie Rose, Hoyle Dempsey, the Mad Belcher, and a host of Globos Grandes and de Plitos Bonitos.
Well, what station in Jacksonville?
Well, we're still negotiating. The company, the Greaseman Enterprises staff is negotiating. They haven't told me. They don't tell me the particulars, the in-the-trenches fighting, because it makes me distressed. So I'll wait until they announce it. But we have been working on it, and all systems are go. So we should have an announcement when the time comes with newspaper advertising, and I'll probably mention it on my show.
You think it'll be a successful program?
I'm sure.
TV's pretty rough.
It is rough, it's brutal, but then I'm a rough and brutal guy, buddy.
Since this interview was taped, we've been informed that the Greaseman Variety Hour is in production and will be seen on Channel 30 in Jacksonville sometime next month. He told us more about it and let us hear the theme song.
I think you'll enjoy it. This is produced locally.
It's got a nice beat to it. I'll give it a, what, an 86 or something?
It's not bad. 86? What are you talking about? That's my part, yeah. Good part's coming up, though. You'll love this.
Well, it's true what they say. He was fooling around and stole the crutches from his mother, and before she could go round, he took the fighter in a chain. The voice of the town it said, "Oh, boy, hell, I don't mean nothing."
That's the theme for the Greaseman Variety Hour?
Oh, it's going to be great. You're going to love this. I mean, and it goes on and on.
Reason hippies run like hell, they learn to live in fear as they do the word. Hell, boys, I don't mean nothing.
No, I don't mean nothing.
Are you going to have an announcer like Don Pardo on Saturday Night Live?
I don't know.
To lead in?
We might do that, or I don't know. I just got so many perky people. Basically, it'll be a pithy presentation. There'll be lots of stuff there.
This is the first time I've been out to the Grease Palace. It's
Looks comfy, yeah?
looks very comfy. I had to step between a few discarded beer cans on the way in.
That's true. If only this bar could talk. You see this bar here?
Yes.
I can't tell you what happened, but you might want to sniff it. And you see this window seat here?
Uh-huh.
I have, well, it crunches. And that piano behind you there, that has seen more mirth and merriment and, well, I can't imagine. This house, if only these walls could talk, the stories they'd tell.
You don't play any there, do you?
No, I have people that play. It's there for decoration, and I have a person that plays it. I can say, play it again, Sam, you know, just for background music. Normally, I don't stand behind this bar. I have a swarthy person that stands here and makes the drinks and handles things. It's rather unusual for me to be behind here. I see there's a watermelon rind back here. I gotta talk to that guy about that. Gee!
Maybe I shouldn't ask, but what's on the other end of the staircase?
The other end of the staircase is known as the Gateway to Paradise. 36 steps to ecstasy. The only way you can get up those stairs is if you possess estrogen in your system. So unfortunately, I can't take you up there. However, many's the goddess that has ascended those steps and had to be forcibly removed. Once a lady goes up those steps, it generally takes 14 Clydesdales to pull them back down.
Dave Gold for the Cable Report.
Well, that's it for this edition of the Cable Report. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any comments or suggestions about our show, write us at The Cable Report, Box 1949F, Jacksonville, Florida, 32231. Once again, that's The Cable Report, Box 1949F, Jacksonville, Florida, 32231. Be sure to watch the 1981 North Florida Regional Spelling Bee this weekend here on Cablevision 12. I'm Larry Cohen. Have a good day.